With Cybertrucks flowing out of the factory for the past year, we're finally starting to see some legit third-party accessories from various companies. So today I'm going to provide you with the top 10 accessories for your Cybertruck that you need on your Christmas list. But without further delay, let's get started. First on our list is a hidden tray for the Cybertruck, and it fits conveniently on the dash right behind the screen. For those of you that have driven a Cybertruck, you own one, or you've seen one in person, you know that the Cybertruck has probably the largest dashboard that we've ever seen. So Hansho decides to develop a nice little tray to utilize some of that space. It conveniently just kind of pops into the air vent. You just slide it over right behind the screen and boom, you have a nice little tray to pretty much put anything that you want in there. I've been using it for the past few weeks now, and overall, I'm a big fan of it, especially that it's kind of hidden just right there behind the screen. It's not an eyesore. It's made of a nice rubber material, so you know it's going to stay in place and it's not going to move around anywhere. Considering that the Cybertruck only comes in black interior, I wanted something that would make mine a little more unique and fit me. So I decided to get some white seat covers for my Cybertruck to match the white panels that it has in it. I've had these for about a month now, and overall I'm thoroughly pleased with them. But do keep in mind though that out of all 10 accessories that I'm going through in this video, these were the most difficult to install. They will take you a little bit of time, but actually once you get the flow of how to install them, they go on pretty easily. I know the first question people are going to ask is, well, what about, my heating and cooling? Am I going to lose that with having seat covers? The answer is no, you're not. Will you get some degradation? Yes. But I've been using, like I said, for the past month, and I can still feel the heating and cooling, but especially in regards to the cooling, you will not feel them as much, but you're still going to be able to use it. For those of us that live in these very hot and sunny climates, a sunshade should be next on your list if it's not already on there. So this sunshade fits perfectly right there in the windshield of the Cybertruck. It is supposed to Velcro attach around your rear view mirror, but if you're like me, I removed my rear view mirror, but no worries, it still attaches there anyway. It fits just fine. You can just put down your sun visors and you will have no issues with the sunshade staying up in there, because I've noticed that after using it that my Cybertruck is a lot cooler. The cabin overheat protection activates a lot less, and overall, not only is that going to save you battery power, but it's also going to preserve the interior a bit of your vehicle, because those of you, if you haven't used the sunshade, you've just seen just how bad the sun affects the interior of your car. So if you don't have one of these, highly recommend it. Those that know me on social media know how much I have expressed my frustration with Tesla, because after almost 10 months of ownership, I still don't have wheel covers. So finally, instead of driving around with those lug nuts exposed, I decided to do something about it, and I got a set of lug nut covers for my rims. And overall, I think they look really good. Even though that they're made of plastic, they match the color and the texture of the rim perfectly, and they're super easy to install. I was able to install all 4 of them in literally less than a minute. So I'm really actually debating on when my wheel covers do actually come in someday in 2025 or 2026, that I may not even use them, but stay tuned on that one. For those of us that own a Cybertruck, you already know that the wireless charging pads that are in the center console are nothing short of awful. Yes, they don't work very well. They charge extremely slow. It gets your phone extremely hot to the point that sometimes, especially during the summertime, it will actually overheat my phone and shut my phone off. So I decided to go a different route. So I purchased this Qi 2 wireless charger for my Cybertruck. It's very simple to install. It literally just suction cups to the back of your screen, and it just allows me to have my phone just kind of right there front and center. And overall, it's extremely nice. It charges my phone stupid fast, especially it being the version 2 wireless charger. And I've had this thing for actually probably 6 months now, and it is by far one of those top tier accessories. This next accessory is something that I wish came standard with every Cybertruck, and it is a center console lockbox. It comes in 2 options. You can either get it in a fingerprint scanner, or you can actually get a just standard 4 combination, just standard lockbox. But overall, I found this to be one of my more useful accessories. While I'm out, down on the strip, I can stow all of my valuables, anything that I want in that center console. And it's a very less likely that those items will be stolen. And for that first question, I know people are going to ask, can it fit a Freedom device? The answer is yes, it can. If you know, you know. So with the colder months finally upon us, thank God, it's been a brutal summer. But I did find though that my tire pressure in all four of my tires was a little bit on the lower end. So I decided to use my tire pump that's literally just been chilling under the back seat of my Cybertruck. It's literally one of the simplest things you could do. It charges via USB-C, which is awesome. And all you literally do is just attach it to your tire stem, turn it on, set it to the desired pressure that you want, and the pump will take care of the rest. And it's literally as simple as that. So if you don't want to be stranded on the side of the road, considering that the Cybertruck does not come with a spare tire, this is something that I would highly recommend. This next accessory that you should have on your Christmas list is a glove box organizer. Someone like me who is obsessed with keeping things tidy, I found this to be actually pretty useful. Before I had it, I would notice from time to time when I'd be driving around or when the truck's driving me around, whatever day that I feel like, that I would hear some of the stuff that I had in my glove box like moving around. I would hear it kind of rustling around. It made me angry that I could hear it. So with this glove box organizer, it's cut perfectly to the size of the Cybertruck glove box. It does have silicone pads on the bottom so that nothing will move around in there. But overall, I approve of this and I highly recommend it. Just when you thought there wasn't any more room for some sort of console tray or organizer, you'd be wrong. So this next accessory, it is a lower centered console tray. Yes, I lost count of how many console-like organizers that I have in this thing, but overall it's nice. I like it that it just fits perfectly in that lower center console of the Cybertruck, and you can just basically put whatever you want down there just so stuff doesn't move around, because especially the Cybertruck is just, in terms of the interior, there's just so much space and it's so flat that I found sometimes that stuff will like move around. And of course we don't want that. So this is actually a pretty useful thing to have. This next accessory is probably one of my favorites, and it's something that I honestly thought that I would never need, but it is actually a frunk pad for the frunk of your Cybertruck. It is a nice foam pad that fits perfectly in the frunk of your Cybertruck, because there are some times where I found that when the weather's nice that I actually do want to, kind of have a seat. There's been plenty of events that I've been to and I found myself that, I still want to enjoy outside and engage with people. So instead of sitting on hard plastic in the frunk, I finally have something nice and soft to sit on. Overall, big fan. Well, everyone, that's all I got for you today. Those are 10 Cybertruck accessories that you should have on your Christmas list. Like I said, I will leave a link to all of them in the description below if you decide that you want to purchase these. Some of these you might have to do a little bit of extra work depending on the website. Those that do, if you use the code Vegas, you're actually going to get a pretty solid discount. So I do highly recommend using that. And yes, they are affiliate links, so it does make me some money, which I do appreciate. But these are accessories that I approve of. These are not ones that I'm just going to try to sell to you if I don't believe in them, because that's just not my thing. But if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit the old thumbs up. And if you're new, haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It helps me and Tuxedo, my dog, out a lot. Or don't. It's up to you. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See ya!